All right, y'all. So today we're going to talk about self-accountability. Listen, the most powerful thing about self-accountability is you realize the reason you're not where you want to be in life is yourself. A lot of us blame everybody else. Our mom might give us a cookie, so we're blaming our mom for the reason we're not getting to our goals, right? Or maybe our girlfriend's like, oh, I don't want you to go to the gym so much. I don't want you to be swole, so we don't go to the gym because our girlfriend says that shit, right? Or maybe you had a long day at work, so now you're blaming your job. Now you're blaming the government. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't take responsibility ourselves, and we're the reasons we're not reaching our goals now. Once you realize you're the reason you're not reaching your goal, that's good, because then you'll realize since you're the problem, you're also the solution, right? So if everything you're doing is taking you away from your goals, you got to change everything you're doing to take you towards your goals. It's that simple, right? Reverse engineer it. Like I always say, if you're gaining a lot of fat over time and your goal is to lose fat, then you got to reverse engineer everything you're doing. You're probably eating McDonald's. You're probably eating cookies, crumble cookie, like I always say, pizza, liquor. You're doing all that stuff. Your habits don't align with your goal self, right? Which is why you're not your goal self. Now, once you take that accountability, you're like, you know what? I'm the fucking reason I'm not reaching my goals. I need to have some integrity and change what I'm doing. That's when you'll finally start to reach your goals. You'll finally start going towards your goals. For me personally, I remember when I was, 226 to 230, fat as hell, couldn't fit into my clothes. Everything I was doing was not aligning with my goals. I'm going through the drive-through, right? I have that victim mindset like, oh, well, I had a long shift. I deserve this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking responsibility. And that's why I was where I was, right? I'll be honest. That's the reason I was where I was. There's no way about it. It wasn't genetics. Nobody was forcing me to eat McDonald's. I was going through that drive-through, getting that big-ass meal. I was getting hot cakes, 2 sausage egg muffins, 2 hash browns, sometimes a frappuccino. That's like 3,000 calories right there just after work. Then I'm going right to sleep. So whose fault is that really? I could have went home and ate a healthier meal. So in reality, we have to take responsibility for our issues, because a lot of people I see, they don't take responsibility and they can never get to their goals. For me, once I took responsibility, I'm like, hey, you want to be 190 lean, so why the fuck are you eating McDonald's? You want to be 190 lean, so why are you eating 3,000 calories after work? Why are you eating gummies, right? Why are you eating Skittles? Why are you drinking sodas? Why are you drinking juices? That doesn't align with your goals. You got to take responsibility for that shit, because at the end of the day, nobody else takes responsibility for you but you. You're responsible for all your issues, just like you're responsible for all your success. Because every time you have success, you want to be celebrated. But every time you have a problem, right, you want to blame somebody. That's not how it works, right? That's not how it works. You got to take responsibility. All right, that's one of the biggest things that I've noticed. So once I started taking accountability, I started looking in the mirror and be like, hey, if you want to continue to look like this, because I ain't like how I looked, right? If you don't like how you look, you got a big ass stomach, you got saggy titties, that's how I was looking. I was like, yo, I don't like how I look, man. So if I don't change something I'm doing, because no one is here with me, I'm by myself. If I don't change what I'm doing, I cannot change the direction of my life, and I'm going to go in an even worse direction, because I was going fat, getting fatter, gaining weight, gaining fat, right? And I was like, if I continue this shit, I'm just going to go, into a vision that I don't like, right? Because I have an anti-vision and a vision. So my vision is where I want to be in life, financially, emotionally, relationship-wise, physique-wise, right? And then I have an anti-vision, right, where I don't want to be. And I was closer to my anti-vision than my vision. So I knew that obviously it was my actions, it was what I was doing on a daily basis. So my point here is you want to make sure that if you are struggling in any part of your life, especially fitness, if you're struggling in fitness and you're like, yo, I just can't get results, man. My genetics suck, man. All the food is processed, man. Blah, 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 blah. The real reason you're not getting to your results is what the fuck you're eating and what you're doing. You're not taking accountability for yourself. Because, yeah, the food might be more processed than ever. We are also living longer than ever. But also, if you eat in a calorie deficit and you do the best you can with the food that you have, you're going to lose fat, all right? If your goal is to have a nice chest, abs, be able to fit in a tank top, right? Go shirtless when you want to, when it's hot outside, be confident in your physique, be confident in what you look in the mirror, then you got to change your habits. You can't be eating cookies. You can't be drinking liquor. You can't be not tracking calories. You can't be missing workouts. You see what I'm saying? So you got to take accountability with yourself. You got to have integrity with yourself. And you got to make, like I always say, your goals your standards. Make your goals your standards. That's number one. But also, you got to make sure that what you're doing on a daily basis is accounted for. You're executing on a daily basis. A lot of you guys don't focus on a daily basis. You just want to get to your end goal. You don't want to do anything in between. You don't want to do anything you have to do to get to that end goal. Because here's the thing, guys. You're not just going to magically get to your end goal, because you have to literally become a new person, because you're going to face adversity. And adversity introduces a man to his true character. All right? Adversity is going to introduce a man to his true character. And for me, I know a lot of you guys think I try to kind of live what I preach, but in reality, I'm just preaching what I live, to be honest. I'm preaching what I live. Like, I live this every day. I've been living this for so long. That's why I can talk about it so easily, because I'm doing this every day. It's not like I'm just like, okay, let me eat a healthy meal so I can post it. No, I'm just eating this shit. That's why I don't post it all the time, because I'm like eating the same shit all the time. I'm doing the workouts all the time. Why? Like, to me, it's such a habit that people are like, hey, post more workouts, post more this, post more that. Do you have more recipes? It's like, nah, I keep recipes simple. I keep the workout simple, and I just repeat it over and over. And I'm so used to it that it's like it's not a big deal to me. It's kind of like, for example, when you first start like getting chicks, you might have got one chick and you're like, yeah, I get a lot of chicks, right? And the dude that actually gets a lot of chicks doesn't say anything. He's like, oh, that's cool, because he's so used to getting chicks. It's not a surprise to him. It's not like crazy to him, right? It's kind of his normal. So that's how I want you guys to be with your goals. I want your goals, make your goals your standards, so then you don't go below your standards, so then you can actually execute your goals. It's that simple. For example, like a lot of my clients, the first couple of weeks, they'll be like, yo, I'm losing so much weight. I already had that standard for them, and that's why I put the plan together the way I did. So for me, I'm not surprised. I am proud of them, but I'm not surprised. They're surprised, and they're like, oh shit. And I'm like, listen, this is your new standard. Get used to it, right? That's what y'all got to do, man. Y'all got to look at where you want to be and really assess what you're doing to get there. Once you do that, you're going to realize, oh, okay, I'm the problem, so let me be the solution. All right, that's one of the biggest things. People literally ignore everything they're doing on a daily basis. So many people tell me, they're like, hey, I want to lose fat, I want to lose weight, I want to get lean. They're not hitting the gym, they're not lifting weights, they don't have a gym membership, right? And they're eating a lot of cookies, sitting down, playing Roblox. You're not going to get to your goals like that, all right? Lock in, hold yourself accountable.